I've tracked down Brittany's signal. Right now, finding her is my highest priority. However, I'm also very concerned that our cosmic drive key is now missing. If I don't find that, the Drake won't be able to fly fast enough to get us back to Kopai. That could be very, very bad. Hello everybody, and welcome back to VinnyAdventures! I'm Vinny, and today we're venturing back into the world of PNF 404 for Pikmin 3. In the last episode, we crash-landed onto the planet, and we took control of Captain Charlie and Alf, and kind of played through their stories a little bit. We discovered yellow Pikmin, and we discovered red Pikmin, and now we are basically taking full control over Alf's view of this whole story. Now, we just came from the tropical wilds, and we have now unlocked a new area. Now, it's kind of hidden behind my webcam there, but it is called the Garden of Hope, not the Den of Hope. I promise you, there is a GAR in front of that DEN. So, now, this is our ship. This is kind of like the main little hub that I'm going to be doing my intros in at the beginning of basically every video. One thing that I want to do that you can actually do at the beginning of every day is check in. I still can't shake this awful feeling that there was something more to our crash than we know. It felt almost as if some power from the planet's surface was manipulating our ship. Yes, Alf, that's called gravity. I'm just kidding. I know he means something different than gravity, but that always, like, that line just always made me laugh, because I'm like, you mean gravity? Like, I don't know. But anyway, we did come from the tropical wilds, but we are looking for Brittany, and this is the signal where her copad was basically sending off to us. Like, she's somewhere in this region, that's what I'm trying to say. So, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and land in the Garden of Hope. So I am really excited about this game. I don't know about you guys, but like Pikmin's one of those weird games that when I was a kid, I tried it. Like I actually rented Pikmin from Blockbuster, like when it first came out on the GameCube, because I wasn't sure what it was and if I'd like it or not. And I remember it being really hard as a kid, and I remember not liking it because it was so hard. But as an adult, I've gone back and I played through all three of them. And I love them, and this one in particular I love so much. Brittany should be around here. Something is flashing on my map. Maybe it's her. I'm running out of sustenance, so I hope I find her before it's too late. Alright, so he's basically telling us we have 2 days. 2 days to find Brittany. Now, up here, you're not going to see it, but there's a little sun symbol that's going to go across the top of the screen. This is our this is our meter for our days. Our days are now timed. Like I said in the last episode, each day in Pikmin lasts 13 minutes. And at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you have rounded up all of your Pikmin and all of your captains. Well, your captains really don't matter, because they'll go to your ship no matter what. But if any of your Pikmin are left uncontrolled by a captain, or they are out of the reach of the vicinity of your onion, they will be left behind and they will die to the nocturnal creatures on the planet at night. So that is a very important thing to keep in mind, alright? I have lost a lot of Pikmin before playing through these games by leaving them behind, and I'm sure there will be some time or many times in this Let's Play where that will happen. Do not get mad at me! I don't mean to kill them, it just happens sometimes, okay? We're gonna lose the little guys, okay? It's just inevitable. Looks like the onion has followed me here, so where are the Pikmin? That's a good question, Alf. Here we press A underneath the onion, and we can see that all 21 of our Pikmin are stored inside. This is, at the beginning of every day, you're going to want to come over to the onion, and you're going to want to take out as many Pikmin as you'd like. In this case, we just want to take all of our Pikmin. Every single Pikmin that we have out of the onion. Oh, that's right. The data file I found explained all this. The onion is the Pikmin's nest. Press A under the onion to take out or return Pikmin. See, this is what I'm talking about with these data files. We just did this. We would not have been able to get this data file without knowing what's already on this data file. Like, Nintendo, what? Like, hello? Does that make sense to anybody? I'm going to install an application on the copad that lets me check the Pikmin status remotely. So this is another app we're going to install. I believe this is called the Pikmin Radar? Pikmin Info. Okay, Pikmin Info. This is going to tell us exactly where all of our Pikmin are on the map and what they are doing at any given time. This is very, very handy for me Oh, I wanted to get that. This right here, this butterfly, is called a white spectralid, and if it will ever land... Where did it go? Come on, land, you jerk. Land, please. Please land. Oh, come on, you are wasting so much of my time. I want to show this off. Okay, go, 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 go! Go, my Pikmin army! So, you can actually kill these white spectralids, and they will be brought back to the onion, like so. Now, whenever you go to pluck your Pikmin, if you just simply hold on, if you just simply press the button one time, whatever captain at the time who is plucking the Pikmin will just continue to pluck said Pikmin, kind of like baseline. He will just continue to do it until there are no longer any Pikmin to pluck. This right here is called a Dwarf Bulborb. If you throw a Pikmin directly, oh god, on top of these guys, one direct hit with a Pikmin from the top will be enough to kill it. They take 3 Pikmin to carry back, but sure, I'll just have 4 Pikmin on it. Whatever. Actually, I want all these guys on all of these fragments, because we want to get these done as quickly as possible. You'll notice immediately here that I am splitting up my Pikmin into kind of little squads. I'm having one set of Pikmin do the wall, I'm having another set of Pikmin do the bridge, and I'm having another Pikmin carry back a pellet, and a couple of other Pikmin carry back an enemy. You want to kind of multitask your days so that you're as efficient and as quick as possible. Now, I am not going to pretend to be the most efficient person ever at Pikmin 3. There are going to be moments where you're going to watch me and you'll be like, oh my god, Vinny, you are so inefficient and this is horrible to watch and I'm cringing so badly right now and please God help me, like this hurts, my soul hurts. And I'm sorry, but that's just gonna happen. I'm not the best Pikmin player, but I love the game, damn it. I'm enthusiastic about it. Let me play my Pikmin 3. Okay, once Pikmin are done transporting fragments, they will return to the original location of the fragments. Yep, I believe I explained that in the first episode, so that's another data file that we already knew the information from. But I think that's all that we can do off in that area. There's nothing else we can do over there. I should mention that with pellets, if the pellet that your Pikmin brings back to the onion is the same color as the Pikmin that brought it back to the onion, you will actually get double Pikmin from said pellet. So instead of 1 Pikmin from a 1 pellet, we actually get 2 Pikmins from a 1 pellet. 2 Pikmin, not Pikmins. When the going gets tough, retreat to a hiding place and wait for an opportunity. So this is saying that if we're being attacked by an enemy that maybe we're not prepared for or whatever, we can actually hide underneath large clovers like this, and the enemy will lose sight of us. I rarely ever use this because rarely do I find a situation where I'm not going to be able to deal with an enemy. But that is, I guess, useful if you don't already know it. Now, I'll get like 3 of these guys on here because I want enough guys for this to work. Now this is a regular Bulborb. This is a giant thing. It is sleeping though, and you can actually sneak up behind it and rush at its ass and destroy it mercilessly. Yes, that thing is out of here. Now it takes 10 Pikmin back to carry, or it takes 10 Pikmin to carry it back to base, but of course, like I said in the last episode, you can have up to twice as many Pikmin carry back something, and they will carry it back twice as fast. Now this also goes for the pellets, but I'm having only 1 Pikmin carry each pellet because honestly I think otherwise it's just in general kind of a waste of time, and I want to get these guys on the wall as soon as possible because that sound right there means that we are already a quarter of our way through this second day, so we really need to get a move on here. There's many things that we need to do, including find Brittany. That's kind of important. But I'm going to go ahead and pluck these Pikmin because I want to take along as many as, I was going to say humanly possible, but I guess instead I'll say Pikminly possible. As many Pikmin as Pikminly possible. And aren't these guys just so cute? Like, look at them. Who wouldn't want to have a little deadly army of plant men? I mean, they're just so adorable. And these red guys actually have some hidden abilities that we're going to learn about, not probably in this episode, but in the future. And there is Brittany. Oh no! Brittany's just lying there! I hope I'm not too late! Pick up, Brittany! Pick up! Please, still be alive! Alf? Sorry about that, I was just taking a little nap. So, you're close by. Why wasn't I moving, you ask? Well, you know me, I'm a pretty sound sleeper, even with all these creatures creeping around. But never mind that! Listen, I discovered what looks like a piece of fruit. It's over there. But I'm kinda stuck here for the time being. Could you go and check it out for me? Alright, Brittany. So Brittany has given us an objective. She found a piece of fruit. But over here, on the way to the other piece of fruit, we find this piece of fruit. Yes, it is a strawberry. Wow, it's even bigger than I thought it would be. If this giant thing really is fruit, then we've hit the jackpot. I'd like to analyze it at the Drake, but how do I get it there? Well, I don't know if you've noticed, Alf, but you have an army of Pikmin at your disposal that can carry things at will. So, we are going to carry that back to base. I'm only going to put 3 on it because honestly, I want to bring all my Pikmin with me, or as many Pikmin as I can with me. In here, we have a bunch more of these crystal things. You've seen some glass and some crystal, but we haven't really been able to do anything with it yet. That ends today, and you'll see why in just a moment. This thing is going to appear. This is called a Medusal Slurker. We just want to go ahead and toss all of our reds onto this thing. It's really not that difficult. It will suck up Pikmin. And I'm gonna, yep, there we go, yep, it kind of drops its innards and sucks up the Pikmin. It's actually really gross, but it's not actually harmful. I don't think it can actually kill Pikmin. I think it can just trap them. But here we have the introduction to rock Pikmin. Are these creatures Pikmin 2? No, they're Pikmin 3! Get it? Like the name of the game? It's Pikmin 3, not Pikmin 2. You know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. They're giving me a funny look. Well, I mean, they do definitely have very big eyes that kind of stare into your soul. They're kind of cute, though. I really like rock Pikmin. Now, these guys are going to start bashing their heads into this thing. What are they doing? This is kind of a hint that you take control of these guys. Now, rock Pikmin, they are used to break open glass and crystals. They can charge into stuff like they were just doing, but it will take an exceedingly long period of time. Rock Pikmin do more damage if they are thrown directly on top of an object, and this includes crystal and glass. So if we toss them directly on top of the crystal, like so, we can actually destroy this thing much, much faster. And here we have another onion. This is presumably the rock Pikmin's onion. So their onion was trapped inside that crystal. Since I have 2 types of Pikmin now, I can select the ones I want to use with C. Select the Pikmin or person you want to throw using C. Oh, I swear, data files, you're just pranking me now at this point. And when I want to split them up by type, I'll use the nunchuck to dismiss the squad. Alright, so this Medusal Slurker is going to drop from the sky. These rock Pikmin are going to automatically carry it back to their base, to their onion, and they're going to sprout more Pikmin. This is very important for us. Oh, and there's a data file here I want to grab. Rock Pikmin are very hard, like rocks. Thank you, Captain Obvious. What is that even about? I mean, come on, game. I do want to go ahead and pluck these Pikmin. We want to basically grow as many rocks as we possibly can on this second day because they are very useful. Oh, and something else is happening. The fruit that we brought back to base has now arrived. Oh, the Drake is sending us a message. Analyzing recovery. So here we're going to see that we are actually juicing this fruit down into a canister of juice. That is called a sunseed berry, by the way, not a strawberry. All of the fruit in this game has a very interesting earthly name. So instead of a strawberry, it's called a sunseed berry, because they don't know any better. And this one sunseed berry gave us 1 canister of fruit. So already we have basically gained back the canister of fruit that we used to go into this second day. Large quantities of Pikmin you detected. This is a seed-bearing fruit, making cultivation on Kopai possible. Juice from this fruit is safe for consumption by crew members. Alright, thank you very much, SS Drake. I'll add a fruit file to the copad where we can store the results of our analysis. So he is going to install yet another app. This is basically just going to be kind of like our data file app except for fruit. Whenever we collect a fruit, we can actually view what fruit we collected, how many of it we collected. It gives us a little bit of a bio on the fruit, which I may or may not read some of them, but I won't be reading them all the time. And also, I believe it tells you how many canisters of juice you get from one amount of that said fruit. But since I don't know much about plants, I'll ask Brittany to write the report. She is a botanist after all. Alright, so that's very useful. We have now plucked all of our new rock Pikmin, and I want to go ahead and I want to take these guys and I want to smash open the remainder of these things. There is a data file over here, which we need to get. Wait, why didn't any of those Pikmin carry that pellet back? New sprouts will be the same color as the Pikmin that retrieved the pellet or creature. Yep, I already explained that game. You guys are so lazy. Pick up that pellet. Like, what the heck, guys? You're the worst workers ever. Guys, come on now. Go get your pellets. Grab all of the pellets. Thank you very much. Okay, so we'll grab all of our Pikmin. We want to make sure not to leave these guys behind. Now, like I said, if they are within the vicinity of their onion, of your base, they will not be left behind at night. And hopefully, I think in this episode, the game will actually show us an actual... Really, guys? You dropped that? I guess maybe I accidentally called one back. It will show us an actual physical representation of what that perimeter is, but not quite at the moment. I believe it's later on in the day. I believe right when we get to the end of the day is when it's going to show us that. So now we have 21 rocks and 42 reds at our disposal. So what we want to do now is we want to head out of this cave. And now that we have rock Pikmin at our disposal, we can break these glass objects pretty easily now. Okay, and like I said, calling them back and throwing them directly at the object is a lot quicker than allowing them to just kind of run into said object. So that's why I keep calling them back. Rock Pikmin inflict extraordinary damage when thrown directly onto an enemy object. Yep, that's basically another thing that I already explained. It's almost as if I played this game before. Now over here, we've got a data file, which I want to grab. And Brittany, who we're going to ignore for the moment. Throwing leaders. Throw teammates to places that can't be reached on foot. Yeah, this is actually a useful data file for once. I can't break through this wall. That's not her voice. I don't know why I made her sound like that. I had some trouble, you know, because I kind of did a practice run of this, and I was like, how am I going to make Brittany and Elle's voices different from one another? Because, like, I don't know. To me, in my mind, they sound very similar, but Brittany's a little snarky, so I think making her sound a little sassier is, like, a good way to go about it. Whew, I can't tell you how happy I am to get out of this place. I'm sick of sleeping outside, and I'm super hungry. What's with your entourage there? What's that, you say? They're called Pikmin? They're cute. But we don't have time for cuteness right now. Look over there, Alfie. Ooh, we have a lemon. Let's work together and nab that huge piece of fruit. Alright, here we go. Alright, so just like that data file said, we can actually take Brittany, put her in our arm, and throw her, along with a bunch of Pikmin. Now, I believe I want to throw over... Okay, it's only going to let me throw over, like... How many was that? Like 6? Well, I want to throw over a couple more, actually, but, switching leaders. Press minus to switch your leaders. Yeah, you can actually switch between leaders, and because of this, when you dismiss your entire squad with the nunchuck waggle, your leaders will split up as well, and this is what you do. This is how you break your team into squads. I can actually take Brittany and a couple of Pikmin, and Alf and a couple of Pikmin, and split them into 2 different squads and have them do 2 different things at the same time to increase my maximum efficiency. Just telling you guys right now, I'm not the most efficient person at this game, so I try to do a little bit of this, but I'm not always, like, amazing at it, and sometimes when I have my captains split up, especially when we get our 3rd captain back later on, things get a little bit hectic for me to, like, keep an eye on, and that is when I start leaving Pikmin behind, so just be prepared for that day. Split into 2 squads to manage your workload more efficiently. Yep. Alright, so I want to go ahead and I think I want to toss over like 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys, and then I want to switch to Brittany. I want to call all these Pikmin, and I did one too many. And I want to throw 10 Pikmin up here at this lemon. And then I guess I'll just, like, call all these Pikmin back. Why are there only 9 on that? Hello? Oh, come on. Oh, that little one was having a little trouble getting in there. Now, these guys up here, these, I believe, are called something Scudder Chunks or something? Scudder Chunks, that's what they are called. They have bits of crystal that they carry on top of their bodies, which you need to break in order to kill them. But they're really easy. Now, if a red Pikmin were to go underneath one of these Scudder Chunks, it would be crushed underneath the weight of its body. This is a bad thing, obviously, and wow, my aim is horrible right now. Can you guys just kill him? Thank you. Please and thank you. I think these take 3 to carry back. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 Pikmin to carry that back. I want to get, like, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, let's get some reds on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 blah. We'll get a bunch on there. And we will get 3, 1, 2, 3 of you on there. We want to take our rock Pikmin and break this open. And then we just want to charge all of the rest of these guys onto there. Now that we have all of our Pikmin doing something, I'm going to go ahead and grab this data file over here. Bulborb number 1. Bulborb's eyeballs are its weakest point. So yeah, if you are in combat and a Bulborb is not sleeping like the one was in at the beginning of this episode, and you can't bum rush it like I did, you can throw Pikmin directly at the stalk of its eye, which will stun it temporarily, and if it has any Pikmin in its mouth and is getting ready to eat them, hitting its eyeballs will make it release said Pikmin. So that is a very, very useful data file. I will give it that much. Alright. And oh boy, my Wiimote's actually getting a little out of sync. This is the problem with the Wiimote and motion controls in Wii games, I'll say that much. They do tend to get out of sync a little bit, so I may need to reset this between episodes. All these Pikmin are going to go back to, you know, where the automated task originated from, and we're going to grab all of our members, and those guys are taking the strawberry back. They should get there in the amount of time that we need them to, but for now, I want to go over here, because there's some Pikmin hanging around at base, which is nice. I believe those are the Pikmin that brought the lemon back. Yeah, it looks like it. Now, here we go. This is what I want. I want to break this wall open. Come on, come on, come on, rocks. I believe in my rock Pikmin. Go, my rock army. Shatter this wall. Secure a entrance for us. All right. We got more data files up ahead. Now, what could this be? The radar's picking something up. It is indeed picking up a signal. The radar is detecting a signal of some sort. Maybe it's a new type of food. Maybe, Brittany, maybe. But let's, come on. Okay, let's go and look right away. Well, we will, but we are kind of, I don't know, we're doing okay on time, honestly. Oh, this is very important! On the Copad's radar, align your cursor with your destination and touch go here to start moving. I actually do want to show this off. How strange to find such a data file. Come to think of it, the radar did have a go here feature. We should try it out soon. It seems like it'd be helpful if we decide to split into multiple squads. Yep, so I do want to show this off now. I want to go ahead and I want to dismiss our entire squad. I want to take Brittany all on her lonesome, and I want to send her back into the cave where the rock onion is, because I want her to collect all these Pikmin before the day is up, and to pluck the remaining Pikmin that are sprouted there. In the meantime, I will switch back over to Alf, and I will take some reds, and this is called a fiery blowhog. I want to toss all these reds at this fiery blowhog to destroy it. This thing will breathe fire, but you'll notice that my red Pikmin had no problems dealing with that. Red Pikmin are invulnerable to fire and to flames. They cannot be set on fire. However, all other Pikmin, if they are lit on fire, they will run around in circles, and they will die if you do not whistle them back quick enough. However, if you whistle them in time, you will extinguish the flames and they will be okay. Pellets retrieved by Pikmin of the same color produce more sprouts. I thought we already had a data file explaining that. Didn't we already have a data file explaining that? I swear we already did. But whatever. There's that. We've got a 5 pellet posy over here, which, like, sure, I'll just get those guys to work on that. I'm gonna grab this data file. Red Pikmin are resistant to fire. Yep, another data file I've already explained. We have this over here. This is an electric gate, which we cannot deal with yet. If our Pikmin touch that, they will be temporarily stunned and basically will do nothing to it. We need a different type of Pikmin, spoiler alert, to deal with that gate. Okay, but I want to grab my rocks. This right here is a yellow Wollywog. These things will actually crush your Pikmin if it lands on top of any of them. However, we're going to learn about another kind of hidden ability. Rock Pikmin, I think I've already mentioned this actually, cannot be crushed. Rock Pikmin absolutely 100% cannot be crushed by Wollywogs. They are invulnerable to that. So that is really, really useful to know. I want to kill this guy as quickly as I can though. Come on, guys. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do you take? If it's 5, okay, I want to get like maybe... Ooh, I don't know. I don't know about this. Okay, you know what? We'll have those 10 rocks take that, because I think 10 rocks will be able to get that. Yeah, the sun will be setting soon. Any stray Pikmin will undoubtedly face attacks from nocturnal predators. Yep, we are running out of time. We are at the last 25% of our day, and there's the radius around our base. But the Pikmin that are close to the onion should be able to make it back on their own. Yep, any Pikmin within that circle at the end of the day are safe. So, now my goal for the rest of this day, guys, is to basically round up all my Pikmin before the day is up. But I do want to try to be a little efficient here, and I do want to try to get as many Pikmin raised up as possible before tomorrow. As well as, and those guys can carry that back to base, these guys can charge at that wall. I'm going to switch over to Brittany. She has all of our rocks here. This is good news for us. Okay, Alf, while they're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to base. These guys should be safe. We have a bunch of sprouts that I'll start plucking. And these guys are gonna put that in there. Now this should trigger something interesting, I hope. Yep, here we go. The onion stops spitting out seeds. But the Pikmin inside the onion still seem to be increasing in numbers. Apparently, once the number of Pikmin in the field reaches 100, any new Pikmin will stay inside the onion. This means the maximum number of 100 Pikmin can be active outside the onion at any time. Yep, so we can have 100 Pikmin total in our squad at any given moment, or in the field at any given moment. And any other Pikmin that are produced will go into the onion to be saved for later. Okay, let's check on Brittany. How you doing, Brittany? How are these Pikmin carrying? Ooh, and I need to call this Pikmin. There's like a stray, yeah, there's like one stray Pikmin there. Alright, he's fine. Make sure he's in base. Now, these Pikmin, there are rocks right here carrying back that Wollywog, and I think they're gonna be fine. I'm gonna trust them, guys. I think they're gonna be fine. Alf is plucking these guys. I do want to pluck all the Pikmin. Alright, all the Pikmin are plucked. Let's run over here and see if we can get this this gate broken down. I'm trying to do as much as I can in the shortest period of time to just make sure that we have a ton done in our second day. The more we have done today, the less we have to do tomorrow, and that's kind of the thing with Pikmin. You just want to be as efficient as possible, and I'm not always the most efficient person, but this day is going really well so far, knock on wood. We haven't lost any Pikmin, we've raised up a bunch of oh my gosh, we're doing really great. We are doing really great, and I think, okay, there is a data file over here, but do you see this little thing, this leaf on the ground? This is a skitter leaf. These are, like, hiding, yep, there we go, okay. Ooh, okay, are we gonna have enough time to even bring that back? You know what, I'm not even going to risk it at all. I'm just gonna grab this data file. Rock Pikmin aren't crushed when trampled on. Yep, we knew that already. Alright, so Alf has all of these Pikmin, and Brittany has all of these Pikmin, and there are 0 Pikmin left idle, as you can see by this number up in the top right-hand corner. Guys, we did really well today. I'm very, very, very happy with how this day turned out. I'm actually pretty certain, I want to say that there's nothing else we could have done in this day. I think we pretty much did it all. So I am really happy with that. Alright, so this is our official first ending of a day where we actually have like real risks versus rewards. We can lose Pikmin can die, we can leave them behind, but we pretty much had a flawless day today. I mean, I could have done it faster. It wasn't a speed run by any means, but I pretty much got, like, other than those 2 skitter leaves, I got all the enemies back. I raised up a bunch of rocks and a bunch of reds. We lost no Pikmin, we grabbed all the fruit that we could, and we knocked down all of the obstacles in our way. I am really happy with that. So let's go to the beautiful end screen and see what our statistics say now. Something is going to happen here, by the way, which is pretty interesting. This is new to Pikmin 3. In previous games, all of your different types of onions would come and separately stay down with you within your base, but in Pikmin 3, very interesting, the 2 of them merged. I'll have to make a note of the fascinating behavior. Your onions will actually merge into one big onion whenever you discover a new type of Pikmin. That is really cool. Let's analyze the other one, too. Face Wrinkler! Alright, so let's go ahead and juice this baby down. I think this gives 1.5 canisters of juice, if I remember correctly. We'll see in a moment. Yep, that indeed looks like 1.5 canisters of juice to me, and another Sunseed Berries. We got 2 Sunseed Berries and 1 Face Wrinkler, so we got, like, I believe 2.5... No, we got 3.5... Yeah, 3.5 canisters of juice today alone. That is really awesome. Really, really happy with how this day turned out. I'll ration out the juice. No extra gulps for anyone. Alright, Brittany. Brittany's laying down the hard law. This is great. We actually have a little bit of a juice buffer. Alright, so day 2. Day 2 went very, very well. Look at all of that progress. We have 74 red Pikmin and 36 rocks. I mean, to be truthful, I probably would have liked to have maybe more rocks than I ended up with, but I didn't really, you know, I didn't time out my day quite as good as I could have otherwise, and therefore, you know, normally by now I'd probably have like 45 rocks, but we're still fine. We have plenty of rocks. You don't need a whole lot of rocks, so it's okay. We've got 3 total fruit collected and 4 canisters of juice currently left in our inventory. We lost 0 Pikmin across the board. Back on board, we ran an analysis on the fruit we retrieved and found it suitable for Kopite consumption. It looks like there's plenty more where that came from. Reuniting with Brittany, finding this fruit, it's still early, but things seem to be taking a turn for the better. Yeah, I agree, Alf. Today was a very, very productive day. But I believe we are going to end this episode off here. If you guys enjoyed this episode, remember to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time for Pikmin 3. See you later!